I will present on short-term social isolation increases stress hormone secretion in urine. When mammals are exposed to stress, two stress response systems are activated: the sympathetic adrenal medullary axis and the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. As a result, stress hormones such as catecholamine by the activation of SAM and cortisol by the activation of HPA are secreted into the blood. The following circulating them in the bloodstream. These hormones are excreted into the urine. Therefore, measurement of them exerts as biomarkers of stress. On the other hand, single housing mice are subjected to strong social isolation stress, which is known to cause depression and anxiety-like behavior and impaired brain nervous system development. In this study, we compared the urinary stress hormone excretion and behavior of single and pair housing animals to verify the validity of the conventional evaluation methods. Next is the experimental method. Male C57BL60 mice were divided into single housing or pair housing groups and kept 4 days in the cage for urinary collection. Following urine collection, the animals were applied to open field test for the evaluation of anxiety behavior. Urinary noradrenaline and adrenaline were determined by HPLC equipped with an electrochemical detector, and their final metabolites, vanillyl mandelic acid, were determined by LC-MS. Urinary corticosterone levels were measured using ELISA kit. These stress hormone excretion levels were collected by quantifying urinary creatinine levels. The amount of spontaneous behavior in open fields of 46 meters square and the time spent in a center area set at 20 centimeters square were recorded for 10 minutes. This is a result. Compared with the pair housing group, the body weight of the single housing decreased from day 1, and no recovery was observed during the experimental period. The total amount of catecholamines and corticosterone excreted into urine for 4 days was markedly increased in the single housing group compared to the pair housing group. In the open field test, spontaneous behaviors for 10 minutes were increased in the single housing group. It has been still discussed the impact of social isolation stress on spontaneous behaviors, while it can be insufficient to evaluate anxiety behaviors only using the open field test. Therefore, we will evaluate anxiety behaviors using the elevated plasmids in the future. On the other hand, it was found that short-term social isolation stress strongly activated the HPA and SAM axes and increased the excretion of stress hormones. Therefore, when verifying the effects of chemicals on sympathetic nerve activity using urinary stress hormones as an indicator, it is suggested that the conventional method of collecting urine by single housing is not appropriate.